I think it's clear to make sure the world understands who I am, what I am and what I am not is very important as a man. When you establish it early, everything understood don't need to be explained after that, you feel me? But for the most part, as a man, who you are is walk. It's in your walk, it's in your talk, it's in what you say, it's in what you don't say. Not just as a man, as people. But for me in particular, for me to be able to articulate who I am, my characteristics, my personality, my mentality, that's very important. As you see, I'm fairly articulate. Think before I speak. Sometimes I have to replace certain things I say with other things to make it fit the dynamic. I'm not too big on labels. Personally, I feel like I'm everything and nothing at all. But as a man, you want to be able to specify. As an individual, you need to specify who you are and what you are not. And a lot of who I am is based on what I'm interested in, based on my hobbies, you would say, or the things that I love to do, or the things that I embrace. Like, I enjoy philosophy, so I consider myself a philosopher in a lot of ways. I do create my own philosophy, you know. For people that don't understand or know what a philosophy is, it's an individual's idea or his perception of the world, conceptualized, put inside of it, created as an idea for other people to follow. I'm also a poet in a lot of ways. I love words. Words are beautiful. Words hold magic. The tongue is definitely mightier than the sword, and I'm a living example of that for sure. Love music. See, I got that tatted right there on my, you feel me? All my tattoos are a representation of me. All of them. Ask me about any one of my tattoos. There's a backstory to it. I'm also a storyteller. I would love to clarify what a storyteller actually is. It's a person that you can visualize. As he's speaking, he can pass on the images of what he's perceiving to other people and help them create the scenario or the setting at that time as that man is speaking. I could tell beautiful stories, and the stories that I tell are included in my conversation. I would say, allegories, metaphors, similes, compare and contrast, things of that nature. And I'm good at telling stories, looking to create my own books eventually. Everything has its time, manifestations. I do that in my notebooks, things of that nature. I would say one of the most important things I am is a black man through and through. Knowledge of self is some of the most important education I've ever come across as a black man when it comes to who I am and who I am not. When it comes to the national construct that I've grown up in. On paper, I'm African American, but outside of what the systemic identification wants to perceive me as, I know I'm beyond anything that this system can even contain. I'm dangerous in the most righteous way possible. Wickedness has a reason to be afraid, because God is flesh. And through knowledge of self, you understand your reflection as God. You understand that the word of God is what I'm speaking right now. So in a lot of ways, I am God, but it's no egotism. It's knowledge of self, baby. If you know, you know. But I want to keep this short and sweet. I don't really want to go into a tangent. I'm not looking to brag or boast by myself. I'm pretty confident. Confidence and the humbleness go together pretty well. I can be arrogant, but this ain't the place for that right now. It's a beautiful morning. More than likely make another video later. No telling what I'll be talking about. But it's definitely different over here. Separation. But understand something. People that separate themselves must understand that they are not anything. Even though you're separate, you're not different. And I understand that, and I embrace that. I am human, meta-human in a lot of ways, but I am human. I have 2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, and a mind, so I can relate to anybody walking around this planet. And I'm pretty sure there's people that can relate to me. And that's what I'm seeking. That's what I want to get in tune with. That's what I want to engage. One day it'll be a mass of us in a room, and we just dialecting. Yeah, y'all be good.